Welcome my dear friends, this is your teacher Anis from the Dolphin platform, and this is the second lesson of the 12th unit Culture Shock. In this lesson we are going to see the grammar, we are going to formulate infinitive following to certain verbs, state the customs using the verb, pronoun, noun and infinitive, and use expressions of advice and build sentences using the gerund as a subject. So open your book on page 126 and let's get started. First, I want you to find the mistake in each sentence. And now let's jump to the rule. The infinitive, my dear friends, form can follow certain verbs. The infinitive is the essential base form of the verb plus to before the verb. So, to fly, to go, to read, to write. Every verb in English has an infinitive. Also, writing the infinitive within a sentence, it can follow one of the following verbs: afford, choose, decide, expect, forget, hope, learn, manage, offer, promise, refuse, remember, try. All of these words, the verb that comes after these words or after these verbs, it can be in the infinitive form. Like, for example, we didn't expect to arrive so late. The airline refused to pay for our hotel. I didn't remember to bring my toothbrush, etc. But remember, some verbs are followed by gerunds. You can review them on the Unit 4, page 40. Well, now let's move to verb plus noun or pronoun plus the infinitive. For example, in Latin America, families allow children to stay up late. Allow children to stay up. This is the verb allow plus children, which is a noun, plus to stay up, which is infinitive. In China, people don't expect you to tip. We call this verb noun infinitive. Well, the infinitive has a full infinitive and bare infinitive. What do we mean by full infinitive and bare infinitive? The full infinitive, it's to plus the verb, like to study, to drink. However, the bare infinitive, it's the basic form of the verb. It's the verb itself. Like, for example, study or drink. Like in these examples, Amal is going to the mall to buy a skirt. I want to learn French. Or it's plus the adjective. It's healthy to exercise every day. Or the verb noun pronoun infinitive. They allow me to stay up late. I'm old enough to go out with my friends. If it's clear, now let's move to it's plus the infinitive. We can make some expressions of advices using it's plus the infinitive. For example, it's polite to, it's not polite to, it's impolite to, it's common to, it's wrong to, it's rude to, etc. And we continue the sentence. Some of these expressions can be used for advice. For example, it's advisable to, it's a good idea to, and we continue the list. And now let's move to the gerund as a subject. A gerund, my dear friends, can be used as the subject of the sentence. But what is a gerund? Gerund is transforming a verb to a noun, as we said last time, by adding ing to the verb. So traveling is a good way to learn about other cultures. Traveling here is a gerund, works as a noun or as a subject in the sentence. Tipping is not common in Japan. Tipping is a gerund, works as a subject in this sentence as well. Cooking is hard. I go swimming every day, etc., etc., etc. And now, my dear friends, let's have some practice. Well, choose the correct words from the following sentences. You can pause the video and choose the correct answer. And these are the answers. Wonderful. Now make the following sentences using the infinitive and add its where is it necessary. Pause the video, make your own sentences. And these are the answers. First, it's a good idea to follow local customs. Second, we managed to get seats on the crowded bus. Third, it's not advisable to carry a lot of money. 4, make sure to tip taxi drivers. 5, try to stay in places that are safe. 6, it's polite to stand in a line for a bus. And now complete the following sentences with the suitable infinitive using the information in the article on the page 58-59. And these are the answers. Now look at the following pictures and say whether it's polite or impolite to do something. For example, it's polite to remove your shoes at a mosque. Removing your shoes at a mosque, it's the polite thing to do. It's impolite to shout at the waiter. Raising your hand is the right thing to do. Complete the following sentences by making the following verbs between brackets, between parentheses, into the correct form of the infinitive or the gerund. And these are the answers. And for further practice, open your book on page 246 to 148 and answer the question, and you can go back to the end of the video to check your answers. And these are the answers. That's everything for now. See you in the live session.